At the age of 32, Joy was pregnant with twins. Her husband Roberto and she were delighted to be expecting, but their excitement faded quickly. According to the doctor, one of the babies was different from the others. Trying to understand what the gynecologist was saying, Joy was worried. "I honestly cannot understand how he could say something so vague to me," thought the mother in a state of panic. In order to ease Joy's pregnancy, her doctor told her to take it easy. Fearing for her babies, she hoped nothing would happen to them. Their two children were named Amanda, the bigger one, and Emily, the premature one. It was a worrying time for the couple and their daughters. Because the expectant couple was constantly concerned about the health of their daughters, they researched everything they could about pregnancy. It was advised to Joy to take it easy during pregnancy and to be closely monitored by her doctors. A lot of pressure would be placed on Joy's body during delivery. Doctors recommended delaying any surgical procedures until the girls were older. It took the couple some time to adjust to their new reality. Their daughter's future was a concern to them. Before considering medical procedures for the girls, the doctors suggested waiting until they were older. The fear Joy felt for her daughters was overwhelming, and she had no idea how she was going to deal with it. It wasn't expected that she would have two babies, and one now had a chance of being born with some defects. Would it be safe to continue with the pregnancy if it was high risk? Through Joy's difficult time, her friends and family supported her. She was assured that all would be fine and that her daughters were beautiful. A big part of Joy's adjustment to this new chapter in her life was the support and guidance provided by her mother. "There is a gift in every child that God has given to us," she cooed to Joy. "Remember, they come through us, so we can take care of them." The thought seemed impossible to Joy. She couldn't take her mind off of the doctor's words. She was worried about her children. What exactly was wrong with them? The only thing she prayed for was that she would give birth to healthy and happy children free of pain and trauma. The problem was that she knew she was asking for too much. She knew that wouldn't be the case for her babies. Even before entering the world, they experienced distress. Joy was nervous as the birthday approached. Obstacles made the delivery challenging for the doctors. When Amanda was born, she was a much bigger and healthier baby than Emily. Having been born last, Emily seemed fragile and tiny. The sight of them shocked Joy, and she couldn't believe what she was seeing. As Joy saw her daughters for the first time, she was shocked by what they looked like. Despite her chubby cheeks and chubby face, Amanda was a healthy baby girl. Emily, however, appeared to be small, pale, and fragile. It ached Joy's heart to see her daughter, and she wondered how she would handle the situation. She was overcome with emotion when she saw her daughters for the first time. Their existence and the fact that she was their mother were hard for her to grasp. In contrast to Amanda, Emily was so tiny and delicate, as predicted by the doctor. Her daughter was in danger and Joy didn't know what to do. It was also a struggle for Joy's husband Roberto. There was no way he could help his wife, and he was worried about the future. Their love for each other helped them find solace and support. Together, they discussed their fears and concerns and supported each other during this difficult time. Will they be able to handle the endless meetings and doctor's appointments? As the days passed, Joy grew stronger and became more confident in her role as a mother. She learned to care for her daughters and was amazed by their resilience. Amanda was a happy and playful baby, while Emily was delicate and required extra care. Joy was amazed by her twin daughters and was proud of how far they had come. Joy's mother was also amazed by the twins. They were fascinated by Amanda and Emily and couldn't believe how strong they were. Grace, Joy's mother, became their primary caregiver and was always there to help them. Grace was proud of her daughter and the beautiful family she had created. Joy was grateful for her mother's help but felt like she was trying to protect her from something or someone. Joy's mother was a great source of comfort for her. She held Amanda and Emily in her arms, kissing them and cooing at them. Her mother's love and acceptance helped Joy come to terms with her daughter's appearance, and she was able to bond with them. When Amanda and Emily were brought to the nursery, friends and family came to visit. They were amazed by the twins and couldn't believe what they were seeing. Some people were shocked, and others were fascinated. Joy was overwhelmed by their reactions and didn't know what to think. Eventually, Joy's best friends came to see her new babies, but they were taken aback by their appearance. Some whispered amongst themselves, while others were too afraid to look at the girls. Joy felt overwhelmed and isolated as she saw the reactions of those around her. She questioned if she should have the procedure done sooner, but they were still too little. Roberto was equally shocked when he saw his daughters for the first time. He felt a mix of emotions as he held them in his arms. He felt proud and protective of his girls, but also scared and overwhelmed by their condition. The strong father was determined to be the best father he could be to his girls and provide them with a happy and healthy life. Roberto was also amazed by the girls and bragged about their strength. He couldn't believe how much they had grown and how strong they were. Roberto became a protective father immediately and was always there to help them. He was proud of his wife and the beautiful family they had created. The doting father was worried about how long the happiness would last before the stress of the surgery started. As the girls grew older, Joy and Roberto started to consider medical procedures. The doctors advised them to wait until the girls were older, but Joy was scared for their future. She didn't want her daughters to be in pain and wanted them to have a normal life. Roberto was supportive of Joy's decision and remained patient for his wife. As the weeks passed, Joy and Roberto learned how to care for their daughters. They were amazed by their resilience and strength. Amanda and Emily had different personalities. Amanda was more active and curious, while Emily was more passive and content. The parents grew sad thinking that the little girls were soon going to experience a lot of pain. Joy and Roberto faced many challenges as they raised their girls over the years. They had to make tough decisions about their daughters' health and future, but they were always there for each other and their daughters. Roberto worried about what would happen if they lost one of the girls. It was a horrible thought, but a near reality. Despite the challenges they faced, Joy and Roberto found joy in the small moments they shared with their daughters. They laughed and played with them, and watched as they grew and developed. They took lots of photographs to capture every smile and emotion. They didn't want to miss a moment when they were happy, especially with little Emily. As the girls grew older, Joy and Roberto realized that Amanda and Emily were more than just twins. They were their daughters, and they loved them no matter what. Joy was having second thoughts about the operation. She cried when she thought about the countless operations and therapies the little babies had to go through. Joy learned to embrace her daughter's differences and to celebrate their unique bond. She was amazed by the love and bond that Amanda and Emily shared, and she was grateful to have them in her life. But when she was alone, she cried her heart out because she thought she had done something wrong to deserve all the pain and hurt she was going through. It was difficult taking care of the twins. Joy and Roberto thought back to when they were initially overjoyed when they learned they were having twins. Their joy was short-lived when they found out one of the babies was not like a regular baby, but now they couldn't imagine their life without her. They struggled to process the information and came to terms with the reality of their situation. They were trying their best, but reaching their toll. If they decided to go ahead with the medical procedure, then they might stand a chance of losing Emily. She was the smaller one. The doctors said that there was a possibility she might not make it. She might not even turn out looking the same way she did. It all sounded too horrifying to Joy. She couldn't bear to keep thinking about her babies under the knife. The parents were not in a strong financial position, and it took them the whole year to save up their money for the operation. They even started a GoFundMe page, but it didn't raise as much money as they hoped. They would have to look at other avenues of income. The tension was getting worse at home between the once loving couple. The worried couple had most of the medical plans in place by the time the twins were ready for the operation. The doctors told them that they had to be at least 2 years old, and they were now 22 months old. It was a life-or-death operation that needed to be calculated. Another pediatric surgeon advised that it was in Amanda's best interest to have the operation. Unfortunately, Emily's little body was almost feeding off Amanda and causing distress to her. The babies shared vital organs and shared one reproductive organ. They each had one functioning kidney. The joining at the abdomen was what was keeping them alive, but also slowly killing them. Joy and Roberto realized that their daughter's condition did not define them and that they were just like any other children, with their own personalities, likes and dislikes, and their own special bond. They were proud of their daughters and the life they had built together. But they couldn't live with themselves if they didn't try to give both the girls a normal life. The doctor told them that their twins were conjoined at the abdomen. This news devastated them. Joy and Roberto took time to absorb the news. They had never heard or seen conjoined twins before and didn't know what to expect. They were parents that had children with special needs. They didn't look like other children. It was a lot of responsibility that they were not ready for, but they took it in their stride. They were grateful for the love and support of their friends and family, and they were determined to give Amanda and Emily the best life possible. The couple decided to start making the necessary arrangements for the girls' procedure. They would go ahead separating their bodies from the abdomen, even though there was a 50-50 chance they would survive. They were taking a big risk, risking one daughter's life for the other.